What's up, guys? Sandseven here, and well, is this the most expensive game character of all time? Being at a minimum of $750, and that's taking advantage of every buy that's 20% off in $100 packs. But most people are going to spend upwards of $900, maybe even $1,000. And if you really nickel and dime it, it could be $1,300 for the $2 gym packs over and over again. No, most people aren't going to do that. But he's one of two heroes. Now, the gameplay you're looking at right here, well, it's from Niggy and Friends' own Hi-Yo IJ, better known as Tim. And, well, what this hero is going to enable him to do is absolutely demolish Jay with just the purple garrisons. I mean, are you kidding me? He's running through Jay without full garrisons, and that's the addition to that 6-hero base, and, well, $900 worth of heroes. Because, of course, Spirit Mage, we all know about Spirit Mage. Now, she's the 50,000 gem hero, better known as the $300 hero. Well, the Minotaur, I'm just going to call him the $900 hero at 150,000 gems. Absolutely insane, right? Never would have thought I'd spend that much on a game, let alone a mobile game, and well, I'm way past that. I'm ready for the 500,000 gem hero. Alright, well, let's go ahead and watch this and see what's going on here on Jay. And, well, what you're going to notice is the way his base is spread out to handle Spirit Mage and Thunder God. And they're not just going to be able to hit a bunch of buildings. Also, you'll see the troops down there. You saw Spirit Mage's proc. Well, it went after the troops and not his heroes. That's very important, and I'll go into more detail about that because I got 4 raids for you and a couple dungeon runs. And going to kind of go over what's best about the Minotaur and him versus Spirit Mage, you know, which one I prefer. Alright, first off, the Minotaur, well, he's a tank style hero. He's got a lot of HP. Only the Paladin has more HP than he does. And he also has a proc that hits a certain number of enemies depending upon when you get your ability level up, but it's a lot. I believe mine's hitting, 23, 28, whatever it is right now, but it only hits ground troops. However, it stuns them, and it can stun them for up to 3 seconds, which is insane, being able to stun, and he stuns towers too, by the way, guys. You see right there, Jay is taken care of. Wow, alright. Alright, now, well, when I see a base like this, there's no troops. The order of operation for Spirit Mage is troops, then heroes. So if there are no troops, drop Spirit Mage, and look, she's just going to be proccing all over those heroes. And let's go ahead and throw the Minotaur on this side, because, well, where does the Minotaur proc generally when you're raiding? And I'm going to throw Druid down there so he can kind of keep up and they can just come to the middle at the same time. Because, like I said, the Minotaur is a tank style hero, and there's the proc right there. You can see it freezes towers. That's huge. And being a tank style hero, he actually has the same attack speed as the Paladin, which is 1 attack for every 1.5 seconds. Now, most heroes have 1 attack for every 1 second, so he's quite a bit slower on the attack. That means it takes him longer to proc, but if he's out tanking, he's going to take that aggro, and he's going to be able to proc faster. Now, he does have a cooldown timer of 6 seconds, which it does affect him, and it does kick in every time. You can see he's headed to the middle right there. He's taking all the aggro from what are probably level 9 or 10 towers. No worries, because, well, he's a tank hero. And what is he going to do for you if you are a big spender and you do go out and get Spirit Mage and Minotaur? Well, he's going to help speed the progression of the game up for you. He's going to help you get higher levels of HBM waves that you're able to farm. He's going to make raiding easier. He's going to let you run through the dungeons faster, farming shards, a higher number of shards than you normally would without him. And this one right here, well, this is why I prefer Spirit Mage. I mean, Spirit Mage, to me, is still the better of the two characters. Even though the Minotaur is the one that's $900 or 150,000 gems, Spirit Mage is where it's at for these high dollar characters. Now, I'm also curious if anyone knows if there's another game that has a hero that's more expensive than Minotaur or Spirit Mage. Now, I'm not talking about, an old rare, some type of rare hero that only drops at a certain time. I'm talking about a hero that can simply be bought by anyone at any time through the game, through the developer, through inside the game. is there a more expensive character? Now in this raid right here, you can see that I waited to bring everyone in. I knew Spirit Mage was going to split off. I also knew Druid was going to do his little circle back and go ahead and aid Spirit Mage. So just had to drop that GA and Restoration. Now the Frenzy was just there for fun as always because I am a magic addict. We all know this. And, you know, being in MA has not helped at all. You know, Magic Anonymous. Wow, that was a really bad joke. But anyways, let's move on to it. Not bad loot and XP for that one. And we're going to go ahead and open up with Minotaur because he is a tank. And we'll see how he does here. Now, those are some high-level towers. High-level, you can see 4 3s on the purples. So that's bumping that damage up there times 2.5, times 3. And, why are you running the other way, Minotaur? What are you doing? Now, I haven't played with him enough to know if he's as stupid as Druid yet, but we'll just have to see. Now, you'll also notice that when he procs, you see him proc in the middle like that, it just froze everything. And that's probably the only reason I got by this. Now, I did make a mistake. I lost Pumpkin Duke early. I dropped the GA too late. I was worried about Minotaur because he split off. And honestly, that's a mistake. When I dropped my heroes, when I dropped Minotaur, I should have known that he was going to run around like that. Something to get used to, but we're going to go ahead and clean this up. And one of the things you're going to pay attention about Minotaur is he's not going to hit the flying troops. At the end of it, like this, well, he's just going to hit those buildings. And Spirit Mage, she'll take care of the flying troops. No problem. Now, Cupid, we all know Cupid is a gem-only hero that, well, you can get for free if you get lucky enough to roll for, you know, 150 gems and you just happen to roll it. However, others have spent upwards of $1,000 on getting a hero. Now, that doesn't make Cupid a more expensive hero. That just involves luck, and like I said, one of those heroes that's rare. When I mention the most expensive hero, I mean a hero that you can just straight up buy. Alright, got another situation, no troops. The base is split with buildings on the bottom left, buildings on the top right, so we're going to split Spirit Mage there. And throw in TG. I should have thrown him in on the top, but that's alright. This one, not going to have any problems with. Now, what does the Minotaur's proc do as well? One of the things that it also does is it takes away energy from the heroes. Now, the Minotaur versus the boss, I don't like him. I do even have a boss talent with heavy blow on him, but because his attack's so slow, meaning 1.5 per second, and it takes 7 attacks to get up to the proc, plus the 8th attack to actually proc and stun, and he doesn't do a lot of damage, so not my favorite boss hero. Now, I mentioned what the Minotaur will do for the big spenders. He's going to speed your progression up and make dungeons a lot easier. Because most dungeons, they start getting hard when you have all these towers that start hammering your heroes. Now, for me, my heroes are at a decent enough level to where this dungeon's not too bad. But you will get to see when he procs, he's going to stun all the towers around, which is really going to help you go through and get your full 390 flames much earlier than you would without having him. And, of course, you'll get Spirit Mage in the process, which there's no question that Spirit Mage is still the queen of Castle Clash when it comes to raiding and dungeons. And in the arena, I still love Spirit Mage. Now, gotta say, the Minotaur, you're really gonna need a talent like Revite to utilize him. Because without Revite, mine usually doesn't even get a proc and get a chance to do anything. And that's even with having a Cupid with 5 of 5, Revite, which right away it's gonna bump that energy, but it's because that attack speed, it's taking him so long to get to his proc. Now we're going to run through this dungeon right here. It's not as fast as it could be, but that's the end of this video. And like I said, guys, let me know. Let me know what you think. Is this the most expensive hero in all of gaming? Alright, guys, that's it for this one. Sandseven out.